Hi everyone, Quizalize is a website that I'm going to be showing you today, which is a way for teachers to track student learning in a fun and creative way through making quizzes. So when you get to the website, this is what it will look like. There is a teacher login and a student login. I'm going to show you the student login first, which you can get to by clicking I am a student. So when you click on I am a student, it takes you to a type your class code to enter the quiz link. And you can see here that students do not need an account to play the quizzes that the teachers create. They do not have to enter an email anywhere, create a password or anything. They simply just have to type the code, which is great for our kindergarten through fourth grade students. So they do not have to have that account created for them. And it's always important to check with your school on their allowed websites, but this is a great option if your school allows it because students do not have to create their account and they do not have to have any of their information tied to their account. Now, if we go back to the home page and we go to the Teachers Start Here login, you can see that teachers create an account just like normal with a name, an email, and a password. I'm going to go ahead and log in and show you what's on the inside of the website. All right, so once you log in, you will get to your dashboard. As you can see, Zoe Murray, this is mine, and it has my class. You can add as many classes as you like and create as many quizzes as you'd like within each class. This is a great way to stay organized. Say you're teaching an English class, a math class, and a science class. You can have different options for each of those. You're also then able to edit them in this list. When you go to view class, it will have your quizzes listed, but before I go there, I'm going to show you how to create a quiz. So to create a new quiz, you will go up here in the top right to this blue button. Here you can see that you can upload an image as your thumbnail for your quiz. Otherwise, you can name your quiz, and you are able to add questions. As you add questions, you can type them in, give a correct answer, 3, 2, or 1, multiple choice, other answers, incorrect answers. And then when an optional part is that if you want to have an explanation for your answer once the student clicks an answer, you can enter that here. You can also enter a subtopic. Each question also has a timer set on it. You can do 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 45, up to 5 minutes. So however long you want to give the students to answer each question, the faster they answer a question, the more points they get. There are also these options over here to have math mode, images, audios, and text to speech. So that is just a little rundown on to creating a quiz. You can add as many questions as you like using this button. And when you are done, you can save your quiz to your library, or you can save it and give it to a class, one of the classes that I showed you earlier. Now that I have showed how to create a quiz, I have come back to my dashboard and entered my class where you can see I have the example quiz and an all about me quiz. This is what it looks like for the teacher's end. These are all of the questions I have. You can play this quiz, start a class game, or a really cool option is give the quiz as homework. You can click here to give us homework, and you can select when you want the activity to be released and when you want it to end, and there are options below for that as well. You can also assign an exam, much like as homework. If you are not assigning it as homework and you are just playing the game, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the student end of things. So you click start, and this is what it looks like. It has a countdown, it has the question, and it has the possible answers. It also tells you what question you are on out of how many. So I'm going to go ahead and answer. It then pops up that you are correct, gives you your score, and it gives you how much time it took for you to answer. So that is just a little example of what it looks like on the students' end of things. I'm going to go back and show you what else you can do on Quizalize. So now we're back at my library. As you can see, I have my quizzes here like I showed, There also is a discovery link up here where you can see other public quizzes that other people have made that are free to use. If you come up here to the upper left and click on Activity List, this is where you will be able to see all of your quizzes and the leaderboards or the dashboard for how your students are doing on the quizzes. You can see this by clicking over here on View Activity. It will show you, no one has played my quiz yet, so I do not have a list of what students are doing well on, but you can see it will look like this up here with the amount they've gotten right and the amount they've gotten wrong. And when you click into it, you can see how well they are doing and which questions they got wrong and right. It also will show you all of these things. It will show you who needs help on what they need help with, differentiation, improvements, and result average scores. And like I said earlier, I believe the quizzes can be gamified. So if the teacher presses play leaderboard, it will show up in a manner where students will enter the game code and their names will all be able to be shown on the screen, and it will show everyone's standing in comparison to their peers. Also, for example, up here on the upper right, this is an example of a class code. So when students click I am a student, and instead of logging in, all they have to do is type this code up here to join the quiz. Quizlise can be integrated into the classroom in many different ways. For example, if you want to review a lesson that you just taught and see how much the students comprehended and know now, you can use a quiz. You can also give it as a formative assessment. And if you want a fun way for a student, just for you to check the understanding of your students, you can pop a quiz on the screen and have everyone quickly take it. It gives a lot of helpful information to see where the students are in their understanding of what you just taught them. It's also fun for students to use as a way for them to study at home if you give them quizzes to use at home, or if they want to create a quiz for themselves. Now, since we are teaching students who are under third grade, under 13, this is not quite an option for them unless it is approved by your school for students to create an account with an email. Otherwise, students can play the ones that you have created for them. When it comes to the ISTE standards, Quizlise really hits the standard of empowered learners because students are using Quizlise to demonstrate their competency in the learning goals, and it provides their results and their progress to the teacher, which allows the teacher to see their competency, and they're proving what they are learning and the progress they are making. Lastly, I forgot to mention another way to get to your teacher dashboard of how well or the results of the students is to go to your grade book up here on the upper left. If you click this, you can see the students who have taken the quiz and the individualized results for them, which again, I do not have for this quiz yet, but they would be in that section. Overall, Quizlise is a super fun way for students to show their teachers their understanding and for teachers to track the progress of the students' work that they are doing. Teachers can create quizzes and students can play quizzes at home or in class. Either way, it is a very fun and engaging way for students to show their knowledge.